What you simplify for others, I will simplify for you, declares God. The selfless efforts you have made for others are credited to your account in the celestial archives. Perform commendable actions without becoming weary of them. Do not abandon the principles of kingdom culture if circumstances appear to be unfavorable. I am examining the surroundings. I am examining the surroundings. You are neither disregarded nor forgotten. Allow my compassionate nature to manifest itself in your actions. Distribute, donate, and distribute not only your money but also all of your resources. Please distribute any surplus items you may have. Identify all of the unnecessary items in your life and dispose of them. These are items that are either unnecessary or not currently in use. Distribute them to individuals who need them more than you do and who do not merit them. Donating to assist the impoverished is akin to lending money to the Lord, and I consistently fulfill my obligations. I will promptly and unreservedly repay every act of generosity, as I am desirous of not being indebted to anyone. I observe your actions and ascertain your intentions. I will fulfill my obligation to bless, enhance, and rejuvenate you, as you have elected to conduct yourself by the teachings of Jesus. Despite your kindness and compassion, you have encountered obstacles and suffered losses. What enterprises and investments did not generate a return for you? I have documented each instance and will guide you from the ruins of those unsuccessful attempts and endeavors to a state of construction and establishment that will ensure perpetual growth and prosperity to satisfy all requirements. There will be no more schemes that guarantee rapid financial success. Individuals will no longer transport luggage brimming with worthless funds from impoverished nations in anticipation of a future that never materializes. The term effectively fulfills its purpose. The word will never disappoint you. As long as you trust the simplicity of my promise rather than the schemes and falsehoods that others, even in my name, have told you, the word will generate by your needs and more, ensuring that you have an abundance. Presently, circumstances are evolving. At this moment, you must establish your thoughts, emotions, and actions on my word, as I am collaborating with you to desire and realize my benevolence. Today, the Bible asserts that God is disciplining and consoling the people with my rod and my staff. The sheep and goat communities are uniting as a new epoch in human history commences. I strongly encourage you to maintain your purity and avoid the wicked, who are perpetually akin to the rough sea, brimming with disgrace. I have raised the banner of Jehovah Nissi over you today, so they are unable to impede your progress or deceive you with their falsehoods. In the same way that a father saves his beloved offspring, you will be saved. The Father declares that this is a Kairos moment, as the cup of justice is overflowing and the sins of previous generations have come to a climax, resulting in chaos and pain between countries. I am heartbroken by the sight of individuals suffering or perishing. However, I am certain that my standards are unyielding, and as a result, events that I would never wish to occur will occur. You must comprehend that I have selected you to serve as a beacon of light and salt in a world that is both corrupt and chaotic. People who are dissatisfied with politics that is founded on falsehoods and false solutions will approach you and request, "Take me to your leader. Allow me to satisfy your appetite." I am gathering my people to challenge the nations with the claims of Christ, so do not be passive in your faith at this time. I am imparting my spirit to you to motivate my followers and motivate you to proclaim the truth from all perspectives, including the roof of your mouth. You should conduct your day as my life testimony, as I will substantiate your assertions with signs, wonders in the heavens, and marvels on the ground. Quoting God, "The tremors will occur, but you will not be shaken." Numerous individuals will experience anxiety, however, you will not be affected by it. I shall present you with the most exquisite vintage of the new wine of my spirit, while others mourn the past. You will be filled with my joy and power, and as your representative, you will guide nations into my dominion. Before the video continues, I request you to like the video and share this video with your family and friends, and request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make my new house. God informs you that you are unable to utilize a slide rule or a tape measure on your current life trajectory. Ignore your thoughts and tell yourself, "Listen to the word of the Lord." Consider this: I am the God who has never arranged things in a linear line. My actions in your life may appear to be haphazard and unrelated to the matters that you consider to be of paramount importance. Kindly place your confidence in me. Trust me when it comes to the unknown portions, as I have interests and objectives that you and I agreed upon during our time together in the eternal before the earth was created. I summoned you and elevated you to holiness. Today, I am instructing the celestial leaders of the earth's councils to acknowledge my presence within you and collaborate with you based on that essence, rather than your appearance. Discontinue contemplating the events of the past. Accomplishments from the past. They are not significant. Is there a loss? Emotional manipulation. Get over it. It is unrelated to the activities and outcomes that I am not instructing you to acquire. God provides a reward. However, you must eliminate the hurt emotions that are trapped in your feet, as you are unable to traverse the path I am demonstrating with feet that are soiled from past transgressions. You are not constrained by time. You are a new individual who was reborn and now leads a virtuous life under the full control of Christ. Clarify the matter. I challenge you to express and explicitly state whether I will not pay heed to a single word you say. It is time to integrate my expertise into your personality, as I am the one who determines the outcome of your words. The Father informs you that you are about to embark on a period of planting, expanding, and harvesting. All of your words and actions will be attributed to me. You are a first responder in God's kingdom today. You are not one of those individuals who vacillate, hold back, or change their minds after they are certain that they have heard from me. Be aware that this type of loyalty earns my favor and prepares you for the forthcoming gifts. You are benevolent enough to prioritize the progress and welfare of others over your pressing requirements. You have frequently obstructed the progress of disasters that have affected others. You immediately engaged in the conflict, even though you could have disregarded it and allowed others to resolve it as if it did not affect you. God declares, "I have observed all of this, for I am currently focused on you to fulfill your desires and bring you joy." Continue to advance. Continue adhering to the regulations. Do not be concerned that not all individuals in your vicinity are as enthusiastic as you are about my activities and how I am employing you. There will always be detractors, as jealousy prevents individuals from receiving their blessings. Ultimately, they are dissatisfied with the advantages that others, including yourself, are receiving. Your willingness to attend to the needs of others is greatly appreciated, and I will reciprocate. I am currently assisting in the removal of the persistent issues and profound deficiencies that have appeared to be permanent components of your existence. Transformation is imminent. Change is underway. I am in the process of sculpting and shaping the environment, directing the lines to appear in visually appealing locations. For every 2 strides back, there will be 1 step forward. No more hope that must be postponed, and no more suffering. The vessel is approaching us from the rear. The blessings of my mercy are pouring into your life like rain in a dry valley. What was previously barren and ineffective will now flourish and generate unprecedented outcomes. Today, you are breaking free from the impasse. I am facilitating your return to the realm of promise that has been eagerly anticipated, thereby rescuing you from the depths of suffering. Today, God informs you that He will not abandon you in your current location. You must be adequately prepared for the season. Maintain a posture of readiness. Make an effort to be in my presence daily. Do not allow the stresses of life or the persistent issues that your adversaries create to divert your attention. My majesty is now visible above you as an open sky where you can pray, and the enemy's scheme to prevent you from living has been successfully thwarted. It is important to recognize that I am not a deity who degrades or insults. I am a deity who expands and elevates, and this is how the lives of all who trust in me are. Dreams are all that the enemy's falsehoods, threats, and attempts to compel you to do something are. Refrain from allowing the adversary to divert your attention from the harvest. There is a purpose to your existence, and the gift you possess is intended to be utilized. Confirm your vocation and ensure that you are selected by transcending self-centeredness and self-absorption. There is a significant amount of pressure on many individuals to enter my kingdom, therefore, it is important to persevere. Adhere to a straightforward approach to decision-making when confronted with significant tension. Refrain from crossing the line to the right or left. A sharp perception is a characteristic of a decent person, as I have previously stated. Therefore, refrain from succumbing to external pressures that may result in a situation that lacks any viable solutions or alternatives. Before the video continues, I request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make my new house. Changing things is the Father's intention when He states, I am working. You were anticipating change, and it is now occurring. The ancestral illnesses of the adversary, which attempt to resurrect the heinous events of the past, will be rendered ineffective. You have penetrated the very essence of my being. You have deviated from the path of humanity and entered the domain of the gods. Hold on. Continue to persevere. Persist without surrendering. Your reward is imminent. My essence is in motion. You will experience an extraordinary amount of joy. Father advises, do not place that far away. I will perform a remarkable feat in your life that will astound everyone and demonstrate that my favor has been profoundly rooted in you, as a result of your search, trust, and hope in me. The moment is now. The moment is now. In the same manner that I will not be impeded or resisted, neither will you. Refrain from allowing your adversary to say, Your life is coming to an end, or your time is running out. There is no conclusion to your existence, rather, it is just beginning. This is not the final section, it is the climax, in which I elucidate the purpose of all the exploits and experiences you have encountered, leaving you to speculate, God, what was the point of it all? I am transforming you into a new wine skin for my new wine. The period belongs to you. New branches have emerged from the almond tree. The knob, the nuts, the bud, and the blossom are all present. You are being struck in the face. The Father declares, the first harvest is yours. Almonds are falling everywhere, as I promised in my word. I am expediting the fulfillment of my word, and your happiness will be immense. Your joy will be abundant. Your celebration will proceed as planned, as it is my intention for your life. God predicts that the situation will deteriorate from this point forward. You have persevered through the adversities of life, and now, circumstances are transforming. Certain individuals in your life make illogical statements, which leave you uncertain about your relationship with them. Your adversary has dispatched genuine shapeshifters to perplex and manipulate you. They are being displayed. I am providing you with X-ray vision in the spirit, enabling you to observe individuals and ascertain their thoughts and emotions. You will observe them and subsequently depart from their company, continuing to relish the freedom and liberty that I have granted you in my dominion. I am informing you that this is merely the beginning of your rekindled productivity. I am in the process of removing the psychic accumulation that occurs in your life on a cultural and spiritual level. I grant you the ability to surmount challenges and achieve fame with me, while others succumb to defeat and surrender. I would like you to observe individuals and circumstances in a manner that reveals details that others have overlooked or care little about. Although some individuals may refer to you as pessimistic, you are merely observing the critical information and sharing it with them. This information pertains to the obstacles you will encounter and the strategies you can employ to defeat your opponents and achieve victory on every occasion. The Father asserts that there is duress when an individual attempts to join my domain. The challenge does not originate from the enemy, but rather from the water pressure of my spirit. This pressure is not intended to cause harm, but rather to eliminate the filth and corruption that obstruct the free flow of my goodness, understanding, and revelatory gifts through your thoughts, thereby bringing you joy and a peace that transcends comprehension. The Father informs you that my majesty is rapidly expanding within and on you. Consequently, you are maturing spiritually in specific domains. As you continue to develop, you will eventually attain the full stature of Christ. Furthermore, you have the opportunity to establish a genuine relationship with and acquire knowledge from the entire fivefold ministry, in addition to the teacher or pastor. This will enhance your training and enable you to proudly participate in the work of my dominion as an active participant, rather than merely as a bystander or follower. According to God, there are events in your life that He permits and those that He forbids. Some of them operate by deceiving or manipulating others. I will prevent you from being in the company of these individuals, whether they are close to you or merely perceive you as a target for maltreatment. Because they have harmed what is most important to them, I will enter their existence and redirect their attention. From what I have heard, they have coordinated and whispered their evil plans to destroy you and inflict horrible things upon you, which God will ultimately halt. Their days will be in opposition to the actions they intended to take for you, and their results will be identical to those of the transgressor. This is due to my adamant opposition to any form of maltreatment directed toward my people, including yours. You can rely on me to retrieve what was stolen and to safeguard what is presently in jeopardy. I am speaking from a position of authority, and I am utilizing my spirit to safeguard and shield you in ways that are beyond your comprehension and that your adversary is unable to counter. I trust these items. As you pursue the kingdom, contemplate the actions that the adversary of your soul intends to prevent you from taking. The adversary's deceptions and obstacles are intended to prevent you from prioritizing the kingdom. The adversary is aware that if you prioritize the dominion, you will acquire all other possessions. This is the method by which he will ultimately be defeated. Avoid the activities that your flesh and the adversary desire, and instead opt to seek my presence and trust in my actions. Everything that has been taken from you will be blessed and restored by me. Today, God declares, I have discovered in you a reliable individual who is confident in my ability to accomplish any task and that nothing can impede my power. According to them, I was not in agreement with you, and that you would be of no consequence. However, I derive pleasure from the celestial realm and derive pleasure from establishing the same salvation that their rigid beliefs were predicated on, a task that I would not undertake. Things that you have contemplated in prayer and prayed for with fervor are becoming a reality. Signs from the heavens and natural marvels on earth. Astronomers will be perplexed, and volcanologists and geologists will assert, we have never observed such an event. The earth will burn, the mountains will shake, and the hills will crumble in my presence, as I will descend to rescue you from numerous issues and liberate you from all of your torment. You should refrain from having any concerns or worries. I will remain by your side and never abandon you, even though there may be a time of strife and hardship, as there has already been. In emergencies, it will be effortless to locate magical assistance to navigate the troops and overcome the wall that the adversary has constructed to obstruct your route. The proof of salvation that I provide to all who are sorry and humble before me will be visible to those who are skeptical and disseminate rumors about you. It is not the appropriate time to be sad or lament. Rather, it is the moment to find solace in the certainty that I am actively engaged in your circumstances, ensuring that you remain in a light burden and remain in an easy yoke, and providing you with the joy and serenity of my kingdom until these trials are finished. According to God, this is a period of growth. The public will be informed of the positive deeds of many individuals, as well as the sins of others. In both the mutual transgression of the wicked and the joint faith of my people, the plowman is superior to the reaper. Individuals who depend on concealing their actions will no longer be able to circumvent the consequences in the same manner as they did in the past. They will violate the law during their leisure time, and they will be promptly apprehended and penalized for their actions. This will be evident to others, prompting them to reassess and seek out the underlying causes of their depravity. This is where I will locate them. Their feet will be unable to rest as both the land and the water will drive them away. They will be unable to locate an instant of safety, even in their bunkers. During this period of heightened reciprocity, my people will freely distribute their resources, and they will receive numerous gifts, favors, and opportunities for development, even in a single instant. If they have never done so before, my family members will establish businesses. As my favor envelopes them and elevates them to positions of power and honor beyond their wildest aspirations, they will become industrial magnates and technological geniuses almost instantaneously. The concepts of cultivation and harvesting are effective within significantly shorter time frames. My people will rise up and fully exploit the principles of sowing and reaping, resulting in yields that are not only 100-fold but occasionally even thousands of times greater. This is because the transfer of wealth has been released, enabling my people to seize the dominion and demonstrate to a generation that does not believe in me that I am dependable. God informs you today that His compassion is descending from the mountains of service into your life. The food in my words fortifies your bones, and the sweetness of promise fills your heart with the pleasure of someone whose problems have been resolved. God declares, I am at work and I am facilitating the creation. Things that were previously considered to be a vast tomb of sorrow are now being revealed as a source of optimism. There are new beginnings and aspirations all around you, much like a caterpillar's chrysalis transforming into a form that is more suited to a very different environment than the one in which it has been residing. I will no longer contemplate the hypothetical, I will convey the genuine meaning of my words. According to the Father, there will be no more heartbreak or suffering. Your share will be serenity, and your measure will be joy. Because I am strengthening your legs, the slouched hands and feet that had given up on moving forward are now energized and joyful, enabling you to stand in my sacred place. Currently, you are situated at the terminus of one of my restorative rivers, which empties into a barren, arid landscape. God informs you that you are a conduit for my favor to reach others. My affection for all individuals is unconditional. However, there are individuals whom I prefer to others. While I resided at the residences of Martha, Mary, and Lazarus, I am currently preparing to reside in your home in a manner that surpasses any other experience you have ever had. This is my delight and a present from me to you today. Before the video ends, I request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make a new house.